The inevitability of its doom is apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature.
When we were poor, how often was I talking about trying to get rich? I don't think we spoke about anything else ever. Every day, all day, what did we talk about when we were poor? How to get rich, why we need to be rich, what we do if we were rich.
The question is, why the Tate Tate, Andrew and Kristen Tate facing new charges in the UK, while they have ongoing charges in Romania. They got a few let goes to just go chill, and they came to America, and now they have charges in Florida. They have investigations on them in Florida. Why is this all happening?
The British government has charged Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan with rape and human trafficking, among other charges. The BBC reports the Crown Prosecution Service filed the charges after receiving new evidence against the far-right influencer brothers from a regional police station.
Feel the vibe. You know it's JEJE Vibe.
It's JEJE Vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, it's my birthday. It's Gemini season.
I was waiting for you to say it.
So hit the like and subscribe. And if you're Gemini, drop a comment saying Gemini season.
The cocky ones.
It's summertime. We are live. We're here.
The cocky ones.
And you know I got my queen with me. And you know all you need to do is sit back, relax, and you're going to have an amazing time with us. Crazy. The question is, why the Tate Tate?
Hate's not a brand. You can't build on hate. You can hate someone with all your heart. You can't build on it. You can't get rich from it. All that time posting hate about someone else, you can't build on hate. But build on love by empowerment. People don't understand our brand is based on empowering men.
I hate everyone equally. Don't come at me and call me sexist or racist or any of these things. I hate everyone. I don't care if you're black, white, straight, gay, man, and woman. I hate you anyway.
Andrew and Kristen Tate facing new charges in the UK, while they have ongoing charges in Romania. They got a few let goes to just go chill, and they came to America, and now they have charges in Florida. They have investigations on them in Florida. Why is this all happening?
The British government has charged Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan with rape and human trafficking, among other charges. The BBC reports the Crown Prosecution Service filed the charges after receiving new evidence against the far-right influencer brothers from a regional police station. Andrew Tate faces 10 charges connected to 3 alleged victims, while Tristan faces 11 charges connected to 1 alleged victim, on allegations dating back between 2012 and 2015, according to reports. The brothers have previously rejected the UK allegations, saying they are, quote, very innocent men. Despite also facing similar charges in their country of residence, Romania, the British-American brothers were allowed to return to the United States in February. At the time, Andrew said of the charges against them,
We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. There's a lot of opinions about us, a lot of things that go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
Reports say they have since returned to Romania, where they face charges of sex with a minor and trafficking. They both deny the allegations. According to the BBC, those charges will be handled after the criminal cases are concluded in Romania.
Is it the doings of the Tate brothers?
their own doings.
We imagine these fictional scenarios. We say we'll just go to brand new cities and we'll just stay in the best hotels and we'll just have girls and we'll just have money. And we sit there and go, but if you travel around all the time, how do you have a job? How do you work? I was like, I don't know, we'll work it out.
Is this the creation of the monster? Or the creation of the ego?
You wake up every day and you look in the mirror and say, you know what? I've looked around at what I see, and I'm up there. I'm the man. I'm the top 5%. I'm the top 1%. Like, who out there can do more than what I can do or lives better than what I do? You know what? I'm doing well. If you really believe that in yourself, then what's going to happen is you're going to feel motivated to prove it. This is the thing. It's very difficult. You have to have a mental disorder to have an ego with no justification. Those people have something wrong with them. But if you're going to wake up every day and work your ass off and make money and buy cars and train and be in fantastic physical shape and do all these things to prove your ego, so when someone comes along and goes, well, what's your problem? You say, I ain't got a problem. My life's good. Then you're going to have a very fantastic life.
And doing that creation of the ego, there were so many fuck-ups.
If you put it like that, man.
I know women because I made a lot of money from women. Let me tell you something. I've been attacked plenty of times, and I've talked about this in another video already, but they are absolutely feeble. Even with a knife, they're useless. They ain't ready for the big man slap. I got a big hand. I'll bust their jaw with the bottom of my hand, and the top of their head will feel the sting from the fingers, like the whole boom.
When you run game like me and meet the women who I meet and roll in the circles I meet, you meet beautiful virgins sometimes. Me, I'll do 2 or 3 virgins a year. Now, how do you date a virgin when you're an ice cold player? There is a tactic which I'm going to share with you on how to date a virgin and how to take a girl's virginity. Now, the recipe hasn't changed, but the tactics and the implementation has certainly changed. Be their boyfriend for 3 months and be in a nice relationship with them. That is the recipe.
So many fuck-ups, they were so easy to assess the fuck-ups.
And then is that a build of ego in the first place?
Because that's what they built themselves to be.
Why would you train or work hard if you don't have an ego? If you don't have an ego and you're not all about me and what I am and who I am, why would you even care? People without ego are the lazy people. Oh, I'm fat, but I don't care. I don't have a nice car, I don't care. I love myself way too much to be broke or fat because I'm me. So my ego is the absolute motivator. If someone comes along and goes, I have no motivation, then you have to say, okay, you're very, very happy being average. Why is that? There's no other reason to get in a ring and risk your life to fight some other psycho from the other side of the world besides ego. Like, why else are you going to do it? Money?
Right now.
What, the masculinity of a man?
That's what the ego is. That's the ego that they created. This whole red pill matrix. I've seen what you haven't seen. Welcome, I will have to direct you out of the matrix.
Wow.
I am the one that have been able to escape the matrix.
While doing some bad dealings while at it.
That's what I'm saying. The fuck ups. Is it now the fuck ups are now coming on to?
Well, your ego is beginning to eat you up. How about that?
That's what I'm saying.
You need an ego, and I'm ego-driven and ego-fueled, and I don't let it control me, but satisfying my ego makes me happy, and feeling pride makes me happy.
How do you prevent the ego to sabotage you?
Well, the ego sabotages you when you allow it to delude you.
Man shall not live by ego.
That's a fact and true saying that has existed for a long time.
Sometimes you just have to learn to calm down.
Calm your ass down.
You're effectively challenging me to a fight now. You're saying I wouldn't cry. You're challenging me to a fight. You're saying I can't hurt you. You're out of your fucking mind? Because it's not going to be like, oh, hurt them enough so they enjoy it. No, I'm just going to straight hurt you. I don't even have to fuck you. Forget the sex part. That's a distraction. My dick can stay in my pants. I'll just start beating the shit out of you. How about that? We walk in the bedroom. I start kicking your ass.
And these days, you have people like Tate who go around like there's so many allegations out there.
I am absolutely sexist.
Andrew Tate sells a lifestyle with cars, money, and women that young men all over the world are buying.
Simply saying things that many men believe.
In February, he made a big splash when he landed in Florida. Tate and his younger brother Tristan were trapped in Romania for years after facing charges of human trafficking and sexual assault against multiple women, charges they denied. But then suddenly, they were free to travel and come to America.
We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. There's a lot of opinions about us, a lot of things that go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
But within weeks, Tate, a self-proclaimed misogynist, faced new accusations from another woman.
What do I do?
This time, here in the U.S.
I was feeling so happy that this person that I love and had been in a relationship for some time with was finally coming to America. I thought we're finally going to have the chance to be together. But, you know, once I got there, they started to kind of go south, and it was like a battle between my head and my heart.
Bree Stern is a model and influencer with hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. According to Stern's complaint, filed 2 weeks after the alleged incident, she describes consensual sex that turned violent and abusive, resulting in what was later diagnosed as a concussion. In her complaint, Stern alleges as Tate used one hand to choke her, he used the other hand to beat her repeatedly on the side of her face and top of her head. While doing so, Tate told her repeatedly that if she ever crossed him, he was going to kill her.
Not even just allegation. There's so many atrocities that they've committed that is in the ethos, the matrix, like how Andrew Tate always says, circulating.
But you should know, this isn't Tate and I's first run-in. He didn't like it when I exposed his get-rich-quick scheme over a year ago, but this time Tate stepped into my territory. Said he was going to launch a crypto coin. So I immediately pointed out that over a year ago, Tate said that he didn't need to rob his fans, and he wasn't going to launch a coin. Tate replied, "Imagine being such a great detective you can't detect a joke." Now, I'll admit that one stung a little bit, and when I did some research, I realized I had been tricked.
Are you going to launch your own crypto?
No, I'm never gonna launch a crypto. I just like to f with crypto Twitter. Because crypto Twitter are full of the biggest degenerate losers on the planet. They're losers. Crypto is the only scenario I can think of where you can make a whole bunch of money while benefiting society zero.
Well, there you have it. I mean, I can apologize. I can admit when I'm wrong. Clearly, it was a joke. Tate would never actually scam people with a coin. Oh, turns out he did. Multiple times.
This is crazy.
And while at it, in the past, he has always played the victims.
They have to damage my influence. They can't sit there and let me be influential because I'm saying things that they don't like me saying. And there are people sitting around going, he's saying things counter to our message and counter to our narrative. Get rid of him. And they have a pretty standardized playbook. And this is probably one of the first times in history where their playbook just isn't working. Cancel him. Well, he's still around. Oh, well, lie about him in the news. Just say he touches chicks. Well, no one believes it. Oh, all the comments are on his side. Everyone's calling us liars. Okay, then do it again. Then do it again. Make up a new girl. Then do it again. Find someone else. Yeah. And they keep attacking me with the same weapons, but the bullets are bouncing off. And that doesn't give me a sense of calm. That doesn't make me think, ha ha ha, I'm invincible. It makes me think, uh-oh. It makes me think, uh-oh, because human life is cheap at the top.
Oh, the machine is against them. Oh, it's propaganda. Oh, it's this. While you guys are busy living, this is not even breadcrumbs anymore. Loaves of breads.
Big loaf.
So me and these two chicks, and they were about it, right? Because they're getting money as well. Me and these two chicks, we just start fucking hammering the webcam game. So I'm trying to teach these women, and the women kept fucking it up. So I said to them, it's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards and plugged a new one in from me behind the screen. So the chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in. And me and my brother, and eventually some staff I trained, would do all the talking. The girls were just pure, just famoosers, just laughing and doing this, their titties out. And they were talking to fucking ice cold hustlers. We were taking their money, all of it. And they'd come and say, what kind of, all of it. We were fucking milking them dry.
Like big loaf of bread. hot bread. Like out of the oven.
Shit.
I see the hot. There's videos.
Several videos, or even them admitting to grape.
Crazy shit.
What do you think? 8.5, 9 to by most.
Looks like a Polish Marilyn Monroe or some shit.
Yeah. 18 years old, man. 18 years old. Met her in Poland. Took on 5 dates and never fucked her until Romania last.
I think my record is seven dates before getting a close, and that was fucking annoying. And then after that was a Polish chick too. And then she said right after that, she said, "Well, now we have to be boyfriend girlfriend, or we can't keep having sex." So that was that.
Well, I would just say yes.
Yeah, and then I was.
I'm a liar, bro. I'm a liar.
I think I was moving. I was moving.
I was the second man she ever fucked in her whole life. Beautiful, big, natural tits. So cute, man. It hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me. So who gives a shit?
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Or how spending time with a 15-year-old that doesn't like it, but they don't care. They still did it anyways.
Oh my God.
Really, and you're bragging about it as a form of ego in the Matrix to promote that as ego.
True abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop. You can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17.
Man, this is sad. This is sad for all of the kids or young people that look up to these people.
Don't follow that now. The paradigm shift is still happening. Be on the good side.
Man, please don't go around treating women like Andrew Tate told you to treat women. Please.
A woman gave birth to you. Please. Don't be disrespectful now.
Please. That's the first rule.
A cat-owning bitch would complain to the police about a fucking joke. Fine, you're upset you lost your cat. Fair enough, yeah, the joke may have been a little bit, risque. Who calls the police on a fucking joke? Cat owners. Cat owners are liberals. Cat owners believe in hate speech. Cat owners are Democrats. Cat owners are dickheads.
You came to the world.
Women are blessings. Don't be disrespectful now.
Please. Every one of us are blessings. And as much as we love each other, that's more blessings. So please. You're not gonna hear that on this channel.
That's unruly behavior.
We don't disrespect our queens. We don't disrespect our mamas. We don't disrespect our grandmamas. We don't disrespect our aunties. Like, we all have that in our family. And for those that don't have that, it's okay. But just know that it's not okay to go around disrespecting the women.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one.
Give us a sense of the time frame of when this incident happened on March 10th and when you went to police.
The incident happened on March 10th, and after that, I was in a concussive state for the next couple of days. Whenever I felt safe, when I kind of came to, I waited for him to leave the country, because other than that, I didn't feel safe to report him at all.
Tate's team has denied all allegations in a statement calling them categorically false, going on to say the allegations made by Brianna Stern are not only categorically false, but also alarmingly convenient. At a time when her crypto endeavors have failed to garner the traction she hoped for, Stern appears to have rediscovered the value of proximity to Andrew Tate's name. In a video dated March 11th that Stern shared with ABC News, you can see what appears to be bruising on her face where Tate allegedly hit her. Stern says she first met Tate in the summer of 2024 after he flew her and other models to Romania to participate in a shoot for his cryptocurrency meme coin.
I became his girlfriend the first day we met. He said, "Don't worry, I'll cover everything. I got you. You're with me now forever. You're going to carry my children. You are going to carry on the Tate legacy." He did follow through with like what he said he would do, like take care of, my bills and stuff. But it was like a very small fraction of what I was making on my own. So it was very hard for me to adjust to that life, but I didn't care. I thought like, this is love, this is forever, I'm gonna be with this person.
Romanian police arrested the Tates in 2022, charging them with human trafficking and forming an organized criminal group. Andrew was also charged with rape, charges which Tate has denied. Prosecutors accused the Tates of tricking women into believing that they were in a relationship in order to later exploit them as models for their erotic webcam studio.
And Andrew Tate has so many. And Kristen Tate. Talk about it too.
You want to run into a virgin for the next day? Don't ask me how. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think it's possible. You have to be their boyfriend for an extended period of time. You then have to take her virginity on the 2nd month anniversary or something along those lines. And I'm going to teach you how to do it while still being in a Playboy lifestyle scenario. What you do with your virgin is you turn everything into a date. I need to go have a business lunch with my brother or my friends. I make sure she's there. I Uber her in, I Uber her out. If I have to go for a drive, I make sure she's with me. I go pick her up, do my drive, drop her off, go back home. If I have to go to a club, she's part of my double booking scenario. She's always with me at least 3 or 4 times a week, irregardless of what I'm doing. I go to a lot of lunches and a lot of dinners. I eat at restaurants a lot. I take her to the restaurant. Nothing about my life has changed. I'm not going out of my way. I'm not making specific time for her. I'm not trying my best to take her on dates and show her a good time. What I'm doing is I'm adding her into my normal everyday life. Now, to me, I'm f***ing my girls. I have my girlfriends, my relationships. I'm getting my sex. I'm having my drinks, hanging out with my friends. Nothing has changed in my life apart from there's some quiet girl next to me half the time when I'm out and I would otherwise be alone. But to her, in her mindset, Tristan is my boyfriend.
If so many allegations that is ongoing right now in Romania. I mean,
hey, trafficking now.
Crazy allegations.
Hey, not just allegations. He admitted to it.
He admitted to it?
He admitted to it as a form of business.
The webcam.
Yeah.
This was the before OnlyFans.
That 1-800 number.
Crazy.
That charges by the minute. Just to hear some sexy voice.
Crazy. It has a PhD program. He calls it. He degree. Yes, he said it.
Welcome to God Mode. My name is Tristan Tate. Now, if you bought this course, you already know who I am, I assume. But who am I to be teaching anyone how to get and retain beautiful women? Well, let me tell you something. Everybody who has ever met me, who has ever visited me, certainly in the last 5 or 6 years, has commented on how many beautiful girls I have. I have 6 girlfriends. 6. Now, I'm not talking about girls I sleep with sometimes. I'm not talking about girls who will come to see me when I'm drunk or when I'm bored. I'm talking 6 relationships. Women who love me, women who want families with me, women who are not going to leave me, women who are loyal to me. I'm not even going to waste your time by naming how many side chicks I have. Come and hang out with me for a week or so. I don't know if you're in the war room or not, if I know you personally or not, but if you hang out with me, you will see my life is crazy. Now, how do I do it? My credentials are beyond doubt, but there's methodology to my madness.
This is crazy, and this is what's the youths are following, influence that this guy has.
Yeah, time is coming to an end. It's beginning to look like it. The deeds are catching up with them.
For years, Tate had reveled online, advising men how to control women.
It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck. What's up, bitch?
In her lawsuit, Stern now alleges she believes Tate was also trying to groom her for exploitation.
In the beginning, it's love bombing. It's so much charm and manipulation and just you're the best thing ever, like you're the prize, and you feel so much love. But over time, they start to kind of slowly slip in manipulation.
Was March 10th the first time he was abusive?
No.
Stern's complaint shows text messages she says Tate sent her over their 10-month relationship. Over time, they allegedly became increasingly more abusive. At one point, according to the complaint, Tate asked Stern, "What's the point of having you if I don't beat you and impregnate you?" A spokesperson for Tate claims these messages are performance and not evidence, saying the idea that a woman who willingly engaged in adult platforms and monetized her own image is now retroactively crying grooming reveals more about the era we live in than about Mr. Tate.
So it looks like the Matrix.
He's finally catching, he's finally consuming the Tates.
Agents exist and the Matrix exists, and I think most people's version of the world is a false one. The idea and the world that most people have in their mind and how society functions and how all these things function, I genuinely believe is completely false. I think they've all been lied to. I don't think anybody understands how any of the world works.
Because even Neo,
the Matrix that the Tates are running away from is beginning to consume them now.
And when I say we're living inside the Matrix, I'm not stating that with irony or as a joke, or I don't want you to use it as an example of how the world could be. We are genuinely actually living inside of the Matrix. The Matrix is real.
even Neo was told by the architect, either way you go. We already know where you're going.
Facto.
This is the best thing that ever happened to us, this whole jail saga. This is the most hilarious, best thing that ever happened to us. Look at us right now. Do we look like we've been hurt by this? I'm feeling pretty good.
So, what do you guys think?
At the end of it, it's the architect that built the Matrix.
You can't break the rules of the architects.
No.
Like, what are you doing?
The inevitability of its doom is apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being. Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature.
So you can create as much as you want to know. Like, yeah, everybody should know that we're in the Matrix. Yeah, it's good for you to know.
He's been saying it a lot, but then again, it's good to know, but then again, what are you putting into the Matrix now?
As you now know, Andrew Tate faces multiple charges civilly, criminally, in Romania, in UK. When did you first hear about that?
On that trip, actually. And this is kind of what is so surprising about him and his brother in particular. I've never met people who are so, I guess, narcissistic that they joke about their legal claims. Like, they would be like, oh, cheers to human trafficking. Like, they joke about it to make it seem like they would never, ever do that. Like, it's all a setup. It's just crazy.
Tate's team categorized Stern's description as inaccurate, saying the suggestion that Mr. Tate and his brother treated ongoing legal matters with anything less than seriousness is inaccurate.
Man, so we're gonna be seeing how this whole thing unfolds.
Some have questioned whether the Trump administration played a role in allowing the Tates to leave Romania and come to the U.S. The brothers left Romania after a Romanian court lifted a travel ban on them. 2 weeks earlier, President Trump's special envoy, Richard Grenell, raised the brothers' case with Romania's foreign minister. When he left Romania, he went to Florida. Did he ever tell you how that ended up happening? Did he mention ever any assistance from the Trump administration?
I can't go into details, but he did. He mentioned that the Trump administration was, if Trump got elected, he would be in the U.S., and then that's what happened.
President Trump has denied knowing anything about it.
Did your administration pressure the the Romanian government to release them? And if so, why?
I know nothing about that. I don't know. You're saying he's on a plane right now?
He's back. They already picked him.
Yeah, I just know nothing about it.
A spokesperson for Tate also denies the Trump administration's involvement, saying in a statement to ABC News that the Tate's travel was based on procedural law, not political fantasy. After they arrived in the U.S., Florida's Attorney General opened a criminal investigation into the Tates.
These guys have themselves publicly admitted to participating in what very much appears to be soliciting, trafficking, preying upon women around the world.
In March, Tate and his brother returned to Romania, where they remain under investigation. Last December, a Romanian judge ruled the case against them could not proceed to trial, citing legal and procedural irregularities. But for now, the case is still open.
Romania, anytime they dismiss the charges, they will be extradited to the UK to face new charges.
And the charges in the UK, it ain't pretty.
It's not looking pretty at all. It's a serious, crazy charges.
British police have also issued arrest warrants for the Tate brothers on allegations of human trafficking and sexual assault. 4 more British women are also separately pursuing a civil case against Andrew Tate, accusing him of raping and abusing them a decade ago. ABC News' Patrick Reevell interviewed one of the accusers who disguised her identity as Evie.
We were having sex and he strangled me until I passed out. And then when I came back around, he was still having sex with me while I'd been passed out. So that was when the incident happened, yeah.
What was going through your mind?
I was really scared. Yeah, I didn't really know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to die or, I didn't really know. It was quite scary. I was also a bit confused because I had no oxygen in my brain.
A spokesperson for Andrew Tate did not comment separately on each woman's allegations, but stated Andrew vehemently denies these accusations and does not condone violence of any kind toward women. He is saddened that a few opportunistic women who he's allegedly spent time with nearly a decade ago have decided to try and take advantage of his current situation. Stern has now been granted a temporary restraining order by a judge. She claims she's received death threats from Tate's fans, forcing her to hire personal security.
And looking like the Andrew Tates, the Tate brothers, they're not going to be seen. This is crazy.
It is crazy because if they get convicted for the Romanian one, and this is the worst case scenario, by the way, and they get sentenced, and the same thing happens in the UK, that means you would serve some time in some place and then get transferred to go serve another time. It's not looking pretty.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good for the Tate brothers.
Almost halfway through this game, you and I, 40. It's been a pretty fun first half. The real fun starts now. This is the beginning of our fun. We think we've had fun. Now we're gonna have fun. And now we're gonna appreciate it more because we'd always be in fucking Romanian jail.
What you guys think about Tate brothers?
It's
you guys
gone.
Think the Matrix, the architect, has finally
closed the door?
Which brings us at last to the moment of truth, wherein the fundamental flaw is ultimately expressed and the anomaly revealed as both beginning and end.
Close the door.
It's gone.
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. You know it's JEJE Vibe. Shout out to my queen. We'll see you guys in the next one. JEJE Vibe, 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 vibe.
It's JEJE Vibe.
What's going on? What are the hates? All the Tates? Brother Tates? What's going on? What are the hate? What the Tates? JEJE Vibe, JEJE Vibe.
So much for the cigars and coffee now. Cheers.
I moved to Romania 10 years ago. and I found an amazing country full of beautiful people. And I told the whole world about Romania. If you mention the name Romania anywhere in the world, they'll say, Andrew Tate lives there, Andrew Tate lives there. I've done nothing but promote this country. I've done nothing but say fantastic things about Romania endlessly. And when I did this, people would say to me, if Romania is so nice, if it's so safe, it's so beautiful, why has it got such a bad reputation? And I said, well, there's probably a few bad actors, a few bad people who destroyed the entire reputation. Like the few fools at DCOT who just came along and told us that the mothers of our children are somehow human trafficked. I've been nice, I've been patient, I've played the game, I've respected the judiciary, I've gone to every appointment on time, but they bust in my house again. And now I've come along saying there's 35 victims. You know, all 30 of those girls, 30 of them have statements in our defense. 30 saying we've done absolutely nothing wrong. Two more are the mothers of our children, and 2 more have never even been to Romania. They've never even been here. They just found random girls we knew in other countries and made them sign pieces of paper. This is a setup. It's absolutely disgusting. Fair play to that judge who saw through the bullshit and let us free. And also, one more thing. The media is complicit. All of you are. When they first threw us in fucking jail, when they first put us in there, you're all running around saying human trafficker. None of you said, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Where's the pictures? Where's the videos? None. 3 years later, they do the same fucking bullshit. And you're all sitting there going, human trafficking. I'm not a human trafficker, clearly. If you human traffic someone, there is evidence. This is a setup. It's a stitch up. The 3 prosecutors at DCOT in my house, I said, why are you here? There's no case. They said, there's a case if we make one. This is a fucking setup. All of it is. And listen, quiet. I'm not talking to you, sir. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. This is a setup. It is done on purpose, and it is designed to come up with the most heinous possible crimes to slander our name. And every single Romanian citizen should be disgusted that they are spending millions of euros wasting their time trying to put innocent men in jail instead of fixing the roads, fixing the hospitals, fixing this country. You have a beautiful country full of beautiful people, and 3 idiots at DCOT have fucked everything. As for money laundering, sure, I'll approach that. Money laundering, no problem. Supposedly we're money launderers because we buy luxury goods and we try and hide that we buy luxury goods for other people and hide our money. If you buy your girlfriend a handbag in Romania, they charge you with fucking money laundering. This is disgusting. Disgusting. We have children. This is disgusting. Thank you.